The story opens in what's said to be the most isolated place on the entire planet. On a jagged, lifeless plateau rests a massive, intricate structure resembling a beehive, completely unreachable by conventional travel. This is the home of the Enclave, a secretive group of 4 brilliant scientists who staged their own deaths and cut themselves off from the world so they could pursue their research without limits or interference. Their ambition was simple, yet terrifying: to create a race of flawless humans destined to rule the Earth. Within their stronghold, known as the Citadel of Science, they began work on their masterpiece, a being they referred to only as him. Over the course of years, they flooded his body with chemicals and artificially accelerated his growth. But in doing so, they committed a fatal error. Him was evolving far too quickly. His power grew beyond their expectations, and soon, beyond their control. When the scientists attempted to observe him directly, they were unable to. The being radiated an overwhelming, blinding light. Desperate to study their creation, the Enclave devised an unusual solution. They enlisted Alicia Masters, a blind sculptor and the lover of Ben Grimm, the thing of the Fantastic Four. Alicia possessed the rare ability to sculpt nearly perfect likenesses of people simply by feeling their faces, a talent that even the Enclave's greatest minds admired. And because she was blind, the intense light emitted by him would not affect her. Outfitted with a protective suit, Alicia was sent toward the being alongside one of the scientists, Hamilton, a man who had begun to feel the weight of his actions. As they drew closer, him sensed them. His first response was to raise a wall of flame, a warning to turn back. But Alicia and Hamilton continued forward. It was here that Hamilton fully grasped the magnitude of his mistake. He realized that he and his colleagues had created something far too powerful, something meant to dominate humanity. Overcome with guilt, he confessed that madness had driven him and that the only way to undo their sin was to destroy their creation. Alicia objected, pleading for him to be given a chance, but Hamilton refused to listen. When he attacked, the energy blast was reflected instantly. He was restrained by glowing tendrils, while Alicia was left unharmed, suggesting that him wanted to meet her specifically. When Alicia finally reached the chamber, she discovered the truth. Him was encased in a cocoon, not yet born, but fully conscious and capable of communication. He admitted that he felt weak and alone. At the same time, the Fantastic Four were searching for Alicia. Upon learning she had been taken by the Enclave, Reed Richards uncovered their hidden location, and the team moved to rescue her. Back at the cocoon, Hamilton, now freed, returned. Still convinced that the being must be destroyed, he made one final attempt to kill it before its birth. But this time, him fought back. The resulting blast shattered the cocoon, releasing an immense surge of energy that caused the entire facility to collapse. Hamilton was killed in the destruction, but Alicia was saved by the Fantastic Four just in time. Fully emerged at last, the being confronted the 3 remaining scientists who had created him. Sensing their malicious intent, he unleashed a powerful blast that seemingly killed them all before escaping into the vastness of space. This being, engineered to be the perfect version of humanity, would later become known as Adam Warlock, a name many of you are already familiar with. But this raises an important question. What does it actually mean to be a perfect human? What separates Adam from everyone else? As we soon learn, despite his godlike power, flawless form, and cosmic awareness, Adam is still human. He feels loss, compassion, inner conflict, and like any person, he is capable of change, for better, or for worse. After fleeing the Enclave, Adam encountered Thor. Following a battle with the god of thunder, he once again retreated into space. Drifting through the cosmos, he eventually crossed paths with the High Evolutionary. It was this being who would give him the name Warlock. At the time, the High Evolutionary was conducting an experiment much like the Enclave's. His goal was to create a perfect version of Earth, a utopia known as Counter-Earth. Using his immense power and advanced technology, he forged an entire planet and accelerated its evolution. But the process left him exhausted, and during a brief moment of unconsciousness, his renegade creation, the Man-Beast, seized the opportunity for revenge. The Man-Beast corrupted Counter-Earth, introducing flaws and chaos into the utopia. Enraged, the High Evolutionary prepared to destroy his own creation. But Adam intervened. He begged him to reconsider and volunteered to hunt down the Man-Beast himself. Impressed by Adam's resolve, the High Evolutionary agreed. He entrusted Adam with the Soul Gem, one of the Infinity Gems, to aid him in his mission. Adam became not just a hero of Counter-Earth, but a messianic figure. He set out to destroy the Man-Beast, the devil of this world. In the end, Adam succeeded, devolving the Man-Beast into a mindless animal. But the victory came at great cost. He endured loss, suffering, and hardship. Declaring Counter-Earth safe, Adam departed, stating that other worlds would soon need his help. After this point, Adam Warlock's story was taken over by a new writer, Jim Starlin. Starlin brought a radically different vision. At a time when comics were largely viewed as lighthearted entertainment for children, he transformed Warlock into a deeply tragic and tortured character. His stories explored themes of existential dread, religious extremism, and self-destruction, topics rarely touched in comics of that era. and it can be argued that without Starlin, Adam Warlock would have faded into obscurity, a character who appeared in only a handful of stories before disappearing entirely. Instead, he became one of Marvel's most complex and philosophical figures. Not a god, not a savior, but a perfect human still struggling with what it truly means to exist.